Hey guys, J-Man37X here bringing you episode 20 of Epic Battle Fantasy V. Last time, we cleared out the final room of the Iron Fortress here, kind of a couple big-ish encounters. We freed Nat at long last, and we have finally reached the boss of the Iron Fortress in No Man's Land. This whole huge area that we've been exploring. We finally reached the boss really quick. This is something I've been forgetting to get for a long time. It's actually a stat item for Lance. So that's interesting. Yeah, that's been here since the very beginning. I just kept forgetting to get it. I think... I'm pretty sure I did just about all the preparing I wanted to do last time. I looked over some of my summons, and they all seem fine. As far as I can tell, at least, they all seem pretty okay. I can't even use that one yet. Let's see, do we have any good single target attacks? Oh, that's actually pretty good. Whoops. I always forget that right-click instantly just evacuates the menu that you're in. We can go ahead and throw that on here, I suppose. Why not? Yeah, okay, that's probably fine. Okay. We might actually try and use a little bit of summoning this time. Just a bit, nothing too major, but we'll see. Okay, so here we go. This is our fight with Lance and the Neon Valkyrie. So you'll notice you can't capture the tank, you can't capture Lance. We're going to want to try and get Lance to surrender, of course, but you don't have to worry about capturing anything, which is always nice. We get this absolutely kickin' song, which is definitely one of my favorites in the game. Okay, so for people who maybe didn't stick around last time, this is the Neon Valkyrie. Weaknesses are about what you'd expect, mostly electric, also weak to water and bomb a little bit, but electric is definitely its main deal. Lance is only weak to holy. I would definitely say you want to go for the tank first. Lance is not that threatening, and also if you want to get him to surrender, you obviously can't kill him, so... so if you're trying to go for that metal, yeah, you want to keep him alive. So, I think first off, this is probably the most complex-ish capture, or surrender, I mean. So, step 1, use 7th Heaven. Seems a little bit strange, but you actually need to use 7th Heaven as the first step. So we're gonna go and do that. I was going to anyway, so we can go ahead and use that. I'm pretty sure this isn't the first time we've used it, but you know, this little attack. You see he's reacted here. Odds of winning this battle is still very high. Okay, so you can see there, he had a little bit of a reaction. That's just your hint that you're doing something right. Next step, you just destroy the cannon, or the tank, sorry. You know, obviously it's a bit of a daunting process, but that's kind of what we're looking at here. So really quick, before we get into it, also, I think I mentioned this last time, he is susceptible to weak, tired, curse, and bad luck, all 4 of which can be potentially useful. It can also be siphoned. I don't know how useful that can be, personally. He's, like, very easily susceptible to weaken, so we're gonna just go ahead and weaken him right off the bat. I'm gonna bust up your car for that hit and run earlier. Where did you learn to drive? Look, he's not even driving. This thing drives itself. Let's be honest here. Okay, so we can try and inflict curse on him as well, which, of course, we don't have to worry really about buffing up our stats at all, which is nice. We can kind of just jump straight into it. It's only 30% chance. I'm not sure that's really worth it. It would be useful, and I guess that being said, there's not a whole lot else. I mean, I could just have Matt do some damage or something. Let's just try it here. Yeah, okay. It's worth a try. I'm not going to go for it too much. Weaken, in my opinion at least, is the more important one, because that's the one that's going to make him kill you a lot less effectively, which is kind of important. Neon Valkyrie is powered with a portable fusion reactor. Feat of cutting it. Yeah, you'll notice Lance is pretty much a genius. He is devilishly smart, and everything here is pretty much designed and made by him, which is kind of scary, because yeah, this tank is quite a threat, by all means. Okay, so we're going to... Oh, that's right, we hit him with a dark attack, too, so that actually took away one of the stages of weaken. Whoops. Okay, that's fine. We're just gonna keep him weakened here, and let's see. I want to do a bit of healing. I think heal more should be effective enough at this point. Let's see. Okay, yeah, effective enough. Little fashion team healing spell. Okay. We could go for a cleaver. I'm gonna wait on that for now, just because I think we're gonna be a little bit better off. Let me think here. We'll just go for an attack. Let's just see how our damage output is. Honestly, No, I should go for the cannon turret. Yeah. Yeah, let's just go for the cannon turret. It's kind of interesting how that works, how we can damage the turret on top without damaging the tank with an attack like that, but that's fine. Nat is looking very dead at the moment. Oh, and actually not, okay. Finest titanium. Whenever he does this face, also, that means he is, explaining something, just explaining something, basically. I've noticed him doing this a lot. Finest titanium, material superior, unreasonably expensive. Okay, so I mean, he doesn't have infinite money. Let's be realistic here. Okay, so let's see. I don't think we have a good way of lowering defense yet, like physical defense, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't think we can do much about that. Someone's gonna have to heal. You have 2 turns, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and have you use one of your turns to heal. Oh, that's right, I forgot we upgraded, so now it actually gives blast. Only 1 turn, but still quite handy. And let's see. I think we're going to do this, and then have her use her spark arrow attack. Actually, no, bomb is probably better, huh? Yeah. Just because of her weapon. Oh, that's right, I forgot I upgraded the electric one, though. Oh, that's a bit of a conundrum. Probably electric, then, actually. Oh, stunned, cool. Look, if I ever managed to set, yeah, she is really bad at inflicting statuses. So it's stunned, so honestly we don't really have to worry about it. So I'm just gonna let her buff up a little bit this turn. I forgot that actually doesn't, again, it's weird switching between the two saves, because I'm used to that increasing by, you know, a lot more. Also, Matt's super dead. Oh, he just barely died, actually. Damn, okay. Alright. Right. Forgot. Okay. Let's just use a coffee then. Drink too much or something? I don't remember that at all. Do we have... Nope, don't have that yet. Okay. It's like every time I play, I have to relearn. I have to re-remember all of the attacks that I actually have. Alright, let's just do this. Finish the cannon off. Brings the thunder. There is one... I think there's only one, but there is one turret that the Neon Valkyrie summons that we haven't seen yet, so you'll want to keep that in mind. Also, is he... Okay, he's still weakened. We're gonna hit him with... No, we'll just hit him with one of these for now. Okay, not too bad. Does hit the backup. That is very... people can die in the backup. You know, you can buff them in the backup, you can heal in the backup, potentially. So, by the same token, they can also die in the backup. So, something you want to make sure you're keeping a close eye on. So, speaking of which, we're actually going to... Does this give 2 turns of revive yet? Yes, okay. We can do that. Sure. A little bit of heal, a couple turns of auto revive. Seems like a good deal to me. We're gonna buff up his attack, and we're gonna prepare, I think, for the cleave, the big cleave next turn. Let's see. We're gonna weaken. I just want to make sure he stays weakened, mostly. I think I might have her weaken Lance next turn, actually, just to make it a little bit more manageable. The weaken, I think, is helping a lot. I'll have you note that the first time I did this on stream, I used weaken... I didn't use weaken intentionally until probably about 35 hours into the game, and I have now learned very quickly that that was a large mistake, and that weaken is incredibly strong. Hold on, I'm trying to think. I really don't think we have a way of lowering physical defense, besides Curse, which is really inconsistent and not really worth it. Oh, wait, his... Oh, he has the... Okay, so he actually has a flare that may... Oh, okay, that's interesting. I kind of forgot about that. That's fine. I think this is about as good as it's going to get, so we're just going to go for it here. I mean, I'm sure it could be a bit better, but this is still going to be pretty good. Actually damaging her, that shouldn't be possible. It's pretty good damage there. I mean, again, considering no defense debuffs at all on the enemy side, I'll certainly take that. Let's see. Actually, we want to have Nat out here. Nat is essential for the third and final part of this, so it is important that you have her out here. Let's see. Dispels debuffs, heals status problems, gives blessed. Oh, unally. Okay. We're just gonna do this then. But yeah, you see his attack is, I think, as weakened as it's good. Forgot he does that. Just honking the horn. Damn. Wasn't even buffed by, oh, that debuffed, oh, okay. Alright, we'll want to take care of that then. Let's do this. I'm gonna use Protect. Why do I feel hungover? Let's see, throw it on a Protect, because we're definitely gonna want that. And then you just heal everyone, honestly. Okay. We'll want to take care of this. Again, we do... I mean, I doubt I'll have to stall, but it's possible that I might... Oh my god, that's so bad. That's so bad. He actually did that attack again. Also, that's what the Harpoon can do when you actually have a backup to interact with. Is that they will pull... They can pretend that attack can potentially pull an ally out of the backup. I just want to kill this thing, to be honest. Okay, so this is going to do a lot of damage. Or not, even though his attack was highly buffed. Okay. I'm not so sure about that one. I mean, there's really not a whole lot extra I can do at this point. Okay, well, I'm just going to switch her out for now, because she's... Actually, wait, you have defense debuff, though. I mean, Muddy Oak's neutral, at least. It's just not going to be that effective, though. I don't think it's worth using. I think we're going to want to go for this. That minus defense is really bad. That's basically going to mean that the tank is just... This has to just be bad luck that this is happening. He's used that attack 3 turns in a row now. It's such a pain. Such a pain. Okay. I just don't know why he's doing it. Mostly my problem. I'd really like to get this Harpoon. Okay, it's stunned, so that's fine then. Let's switch you in. Heal up. This is just gonna honk the horn again. I don't think... I think I've pretty much exhausted my means of canceling out that defense. I mean, I could do this, but then their attack is gonna go to shit, so it's not really worth it. Could go for a bubbler here. I kind of want to use it. I think that's our best option. Because, I mean, the electric one does like half the damage, the defender here. Or less than half, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Yeah. I tested... I was kind of curious. Stat buffs and who you use the summons with don't matter. All the damage is completely fixed. Okay, so that was quite a lot of damage. Nice quick animation there. Oh my god, he actually didn't do the horn honking. It's fantastic. Uh-oh. That's his dead again, but she has a limit break, so I guess that's fine. God, what has gotten into her? She is just... I mean, she is like 1 level lower than the rest of our team. Level 19. But I mean, that also means that she's just on par level-wise with everyone else. So I'm really not sure what her problem is right now. But, oh well. Let's just be safe here. That. Let's just do this to finish off the Harpoon. Like I said to do. I think once his health starts to get pretty low, like it is here. Oh. Okay. That's actually pretty bad. I mean, I guess it's not... I guess maybe not. To be fair, it just buffed its evade by 100, and his evade is still only 40. So, this actually isn't that bad. Because, like, sure, he's going to hit us all the time, but it's just not going to do that much damage. And we're still going to be pretty okay to hit him, honestly, especially if I do this. Boop. Ow. Well, that didn't work. Okay. Probably should have upgraded that a little bit, but that's fine. That's fine. Really not a big deal. Again, like, he buffed pretty inconsequential stats, so I'm actually not concerned about it at all. Let's just keep wailing on him here. Yeah. That is close to dying again. You see Lance is starting to use a little bit more of his elemental attacks. I'm not sure if that's just because we're further in the fight or just by chance, really. I'm not sure. Okay. I actually am going to intentionally keep him alive with pretty low HP. I actually think we are going to start switching priorities here to Lance. Not that we have to do a whole lot to Lance. I'm also going to bless there, just to keep him weakened here. I forgot to re-up on that. Ah, there we go. Okay. Yep, there it is. It's a nuke. Portable nuclear launch system. Yeah, no chance for survival. Yeah, we'll see about that. Yeah, this is the main thing. This, I think, is... I mean, you know, there probably is going to be a way to refight bosses and stuff later on. But for a very long time, this is the only place you're going to be able to find one of these. So you're going to want to scan them while you can, basically. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Let me just double check here. 128. Yeah, okay. Better off using one of her turns here. So yeah, this pretty much does exactly what you'd expect. This is a countdown here, and it's a nuclear bomb. Mostly weak to electric. It is also weak to ice, so it has a bit of an additional weakness. Whoops. It does exactly. Oh, it even says that. Timer reaches 0 to wipe out your party. Yeah, I've never seen what happens when this goes off. I'm assuming it's just like the nuke limit break that Lance has always had. So we pretty much, you know, don't want that to happen. So I'm gonna go ahead and there's quite a lot of HP actually, but at the same time you have to consider that it actually does nothing. So actually I just forgot. I'm actually just gonna return it. It does nothing until it goes off. This literally just sits up here and it just wastes its slot basically. It counts 3, 2, 1, and then I think the turn after that it fires. But in reality, you can basically just ignore it. Also, that looks kind of weird. So I think, and also I believe if we destroy the Valkyrie, one would assume that that the thing on top of it would go away as well. Yeah. As you can see there. Actually, I don't think we got the loot for it getting destroyed. Ooh, we just got a plutonium core. I think that's what that's called. That's actually a really rare drop, I think, from this boss. We're gonna check that after the fight. I don't remember the loot drop table. Okay, so I don't remember if this is necessary, but it just feels right. So I think we're just gonna go ahead and weaken him a little bit here. We're gonna get his health down low. We also literally weakened him, but I wasn't taught about magic like this. We're just gonna. Oh, what's wrong now? Fuel governments of the world do nothing to tackle the existential threats. It almost sounds like he has some sort of reasonable motives, almost. Interesting. This guy's totally full of it. Well, Nat doesn't seem too impressed by it, but still. Finish him off for good. I'm not so sure. Okay, again, I don't remember if you have to do this. My cause is just unify the world under a single ideology. Interesting. Yeah, it seems like he's done a bit of thinking at least. Okay, I think we're gonna make extra sure here, but I think we're all set here. So now the third and final step, like I said, I don't know if you have to weaken him. 7th heaven again. Yep, you actually, that's why I said you want to keep her in, because you actually have to make sure that she has enough time to re-earn her limit break. Can't fight like this anymore. Your tactics are too cheap. Maybe we can negotiate. And then he surrenders, and then he's gone. Whew, alright. That was the Lance fight. That went way, way better than it did last time on my stream series, or on my stream playthrough. It's because Weaken has such a huge impact. I'm so glad that I've started to actually use Weaken a bit. Lost to a bunch of disorganized thugs. Hey, dingus. I just love that she says that. We're the good guys and didn't finish you off. Let our cat rearrange your face. Meow. Yeah, Lance quite enjoys his face, so, okay. So here we get a little bit of exposition. Several monoliths were spotted on the radars. They landed far apart. Some sort of scouting device by the enemy. It's very interesting. Anyways, that's just a, like, angry, puffy cheek. Humanity's enemy, of course. Those are incredible machines. So yeah, they're not rocks, they're machines, apparently. Good to know. Produce immense amounts of energy. He's doing the face again. But yeah, they produce dark energy, so it's actually worthless, which is sad and a little bit confusing, but you know. Whatever impacted the southern continent was colossal. So when we start to head to a southern continent, we're gonna wanna keep that in mind. Space invaders. Monoliths are just rocks. They're not machines. Even I know what a computer looks like. I love Matt. Regardless of your uninformed opinions. Unite the armies of mankind and prepare our defenses. So this, at least according to what he says, this is the reason he was doing everything that he was. Is that he was trying to do it in order to best unite humanity's fighting forces. You know, whether or not that's true, who knows, honestly. Maybe we'll find out later on. I don't actually know. No spoilers. But, you know, a bit about Mon. Yeah, he's learned a few things about rocks these days. He's a great fighter, made mistakes. Keep him in line with violence. It's the best way to do it. Bit quick to forgive him, aren't we? Yeah, to be fair, she was the one that was kidnapped, so a little bit more understandable that she's a little bit less willing to just forgive him. Amateurs. Look at new skills for it. I've got some AP to burn. Okay, so there's that. That is the Iron. There's No Man's Land, Iron Fortress, all done. We finally have our complete party. We've got all 5 party members here. We're gonna go ahead and switch Lance front and center. You see he's actually level 20 now, so from losing the fight, he apparently gained a level, which is kind of interesting. We can go ahead and take a quick peek at what he's got. He comes with the officer's set, of course. Don't trust anyone who wears a hat like this. They actually come at level 3, which is nice, but they also don't seem to, don't have anything interesting. They do have really nice resistances, though. I think in the past they resisted bomb and dark and then maybe some status or something, but now they actually resist, they resist all 3 of the elements that Lance is most known for using. So, it's pretty cool. Also makes it a little bit more useful, in my opinion. It gets a good mix on there. Comes with the Shadow Blaster. Pretty good special attack on that. Solid resistances. Makes him a little bit resistant to instant death, which is always nice. I was gonna say... Yeah, okay. So, for anyone who doesn't know, Lance is primarily... He's mixed attacker, but with an emphasis on magic, whereas Ana is a mixed attacker with a focus on physical. Matt, of course, is focused on physical. Nat is focused on magic. No Legs is pretty much focused on physical. He has, like, a little bit of magic. He's like Ana, but with more of an incline, way more of an incline towards physical. You know, magic is an attack is certainly not usable. Or not unusable, I mean. Sorry. Yeah, we can go ahead and see a couple of the things that Lance comes with. Comes with most of this. These are mostly all pretty iconic skills for Lance. One of the biggest differences is that they split his bomb attack into Big Bomb, which, you know, is single target. You can upgrade this to become like Nat's attacks, where you can either single or multi-target, and then the Moab, which is always the thing that you wanted to happen every time you use the bomb attack in the past. It's now a separate attack, but it has a 10-turn cooldown, and it's really expensive to upgrade later on. So Moab's a little bit questionable, but, you know, it's still very strong attack, but it does have a ridiculous cooldown. This is the thing you'll notice about Lance. This is the thing I think that makes him a little bit harder to use, is that all of his attacks have cooldowns. Almost all of them. Double Shot does not. Snipe does. Unload has 5 turns. These, even as basic 3 elemental attacks, they all have 1-turn cooldown. Bomb has 3. Machine Guns only has 1. Machine Guns is actually good. I underutilized this a lot for a while, because in the previous games I feel like it was pretty bad. But in this game it's actually very good. Moab has 10-turn cooldown. Poison has 3. Medipack has 3. Armor Crush has 1. Hyper Beam doesn't, but it's a 2-turn attack. So pretty much everything has cooldowns. So you have to... Apparently, at a high level, Lance is really good, but I've been told that Lance's the amount of usage you can get out of Lance is roughly equivalent to how experienced you are with this game, is what I've heard at least. So take that for what you will. That being said, his heal is the best one in the game. This actually will upgrade. Oh, it already can. This upgrades to multi-target, and it heals status problems. 3-turn cooldown is kind of steep. But this is a really good healing move. He has Poison Gas, which is one of the best. Actually, is the best mass poison in the game. He comes with an extra skill, Debilitate, which is really good. You see, it's not too much yet, but, you know, obviously you upgrade it. I think this will get up to minus 50 defense, which is pretty huge when our team is definitely focused on physical most of the time. No Legs and Matt both are almost exclusively physical. Ana does a lot of physical, and Lance has really good physical attacks too. So Debilitate is very strong. Comes with the 2 classic Lumberpix Frame, Oblivion, Explosion, just blows up his tank. Staggers, multi-target. Nuke, huge damage, high accuracy, sets everything on fire. Changes the weather to radiation, which we've already seen what the radiation weather does. So I actually like Nuke a lot. It's like damage cap is very high, so you're gonna get some serious damage out of that. And then Ion Cannon. So it actually starts with our first extra limit break. Magic Thunder damage. Charges Lance's Hyper Beam. For this reason and the fact that he's the most magically inclined out of the three, I just keep this on him. And it also has super high accuracy, whatever that means. I didn't even notice that. Super high accuracy. Normally they just say high accuracy, but this is not just high accuracy here. Okay. As far as what to upgrade, honestly not 100% sure yet. I'm actually going to hold off on that for right now, and I think we're going to end it off there. Yeah, we got through the fight. I talked a lot more about Lance than I thought, but I actually like Lance a lot character-wise. You know, his kit, I do like him a lot. I have a hard time making use of him a lot of the time, because he has right now, and probably will forever have, the worst type coverage in the game. You see, out of the box, he has 4 types. I guess 5 if you count poison gas, but this really just inflicts poison. It doesn't really do poison damage, but I guess then the poison will stack up and do a lot of, bio damage. So really, he only has 4 elements that he can consistently use. Even in his limit breaks, all 3 of these limit breaks are still one of the elements that he already does. So he is pretty sure he has the worst element coverage in the game, pretty much guaranteed. But he's just really cool. He can do a lot of cool stuff. I like to run him as more of a support personally. But anywho, thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys found this informative. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check the description for a link to my Twitch.tv channel, where tonight I believe I'm going to be streaming a public Smash Ultimate arena with Sacred Survival. So if you have that game and are interested in joining us, feel free. Like I said, it's an open arena. I'll have the ID and password and stuff in the stream, so you can just pop in and get the info. And yeah, I think we're going to be streaming 6 to 10. I might be changing those hours. I might shave off an hour at the end coming up soon. But for this stream, at least, we're going to keep it 6 to 10 until I have a little bit more time to decide on that. But, yeah, also join me on Discord, where you'll most easily be able to keep up if I end up changing any of my live streams, if I change the schedule around, anything like that. It's the best way to keep in touch with me, and I always like hearing back from you guys. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching, and next time we are going to see a little bit of what lies beyond, now that we've finally bested the Iron Fortress. We've been in this area a long time, here in No Man's Land, collectively at least, so we'll finally see what lies beyond that. So, yeah, I will see you guys then.